Hi there. So I'm a pretty small guy. So maybe you're looking at this hoop and thinking, oh, well, that's a normal small hoop and he's just a little guy. But I do want to point out that this is a very big hoop. And if you ever see me hooping, that's the first thing you notice. That I'm like probably one of the only guys on the quote unquote dance floor of life hooping with a hoop that is up to my belly button. So that can give you a sense of relative height of my hoop compared to maybe how big yours is. And this is maybe where I piss off everyone and say that there's a lot of really unique things you can accomplish with a bigger hoop, a heavier hoop, a hoop more at this scale or proportion to my physical body or to one's physical body than you can with a smaller hoop. Which is not to say that you can't do unique things with a smaller hoop. However, because there is a very small minority of people exploring the possibilities and opportunities afforded by or presented by a bigger hoop, I feel like it's really important for us to speak out because people with bigger hoops are almost extinct or almost endangered. So I'm bringing us back. So if you really want to benefit the most out of these little tutorials I'm offering, I highly suggest you get a hoop that is bigger. And why I suggest this, for instance, or for example, is because you get a lot more tension, you get a lot more resistance, and it's more like dancing with a dance partner and having to sort of respect your dance partner as opposed to just throwing your dance partner wherever you want and you dominating the spotlight. I feel like with a bigger hoop, the hoop dominates the spotlight as much. And when you sort of blend into the hula hoop with a bigger hoop, I feel like you develop more opportunities for explosive and exaggerated and powerful moves because the hoop is a coil that wraps around your body. And as we all know, F equals ma, force, momentum equals mass times acceleration. So if the hoop weighs more, you're going to get a lot more force. You're going to get a lot more momentum. And why is momentum cool? Well, because that's the difference between jumping and soaring. It's the difference between hooping and hallelujah. It's the difference between flow and superflow. So I'm all about the force, both in a scientific sense and a sort of metaphysical sense. And I think the bigger the hoop, or the bigger hoops that are more, I guess, Vitruvian, more in scale with the human body and aren't diminished in scale, have a lot more potential for me for exploring the notion of force and how to integrate your flow into the object and vice versa. Here's some examples of a coil. I can spring around and use this coiled energy for a bigger spin. So with a big hoop, if this mass is greater, when I spin with it, I'm going to get more force. And it doesn't matter where, but I'm using that potential energy stored by this coil. With a smaller hoop, you don't get as much force. And the force for me is wonderful because it really allows you to fly. Here's one of the stronger, more powerful moves as far as the hoop's force, which is the basic poi move. You see how fast the hoop's spinning, and the big hoop even makes a noise. It's going so fast. And I can add moves to that. Because that speed and that power allows me to exert less energy and use the inherent energy or use the energy stored or within the forces, the hoop's movement, to pull me. So it might seem like harder work, and to some degree it is, but it also reduces the ultimate amount of energy you have to do because I let the hoop do it for me. Anyhow, my name's Alexander. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, please subscribe. Please add to the comments. Thanks for your time.